as he tries to call for his father in his low point, Rafiki appears. And Rafiki steals the damn show with how awesome he is. Right now, there's kind of this...
It's crazy that whenever Simba has a low point, someone has to come in and sort of like change the mood.
Mentorships, man, yeah.
Mm.
Not that we have mentors anymore. Cool. There's a very interesting discussion that's kind of being had right now thanks to that movie that just came out. Well, the trailer that just came out about the magical Negro. You guys know that movie? What's the movie called again? There's something. You know what I'm talking about? Damn. Let me see if I can.
Who's in it?
That's a good question.
Is it My Name is Clarence or something like that?
The Detective Pikachu kid?
No, not Jeremy. Jeff?
The American Association of Magical Negroes, starring that guy from Detective Pikachu, the black kid. Well, he's grown up now. Justice Smith.
Oh,
yes.
I think I've seen a trailer or something
He's
like
in
that.
Quarry too.
Pardon?
Quarry. Oh, you're right. The game. Yes, he's in the game. The Quarry. Yes, you're right. Basically, Kutsa, because you don't know. Basically, the idea is. 1 second. Cool. 1 second. Cool. The idea.
I've seen the trailer though.
Yes. Have you watched Key and Peele before?
Yeah.
Have you seen the one with the two old men? Like this white guy is like thinking about something, and the old man comes like, wow, and he gives advice, and then another old man comes in and is like giving advice, and they start like throwing magic at each other. They get mad at each other. Have you ever seen that skit?
No, I haven't seen.
Well, basically the idea is, a wise old black person will approach a troubled white person, and then kind of give advice. And then save the plot. Have you ever heard of that? Like, think of, it's a good example.
Looks like it'll be good. I'm checking it out now.
Yeah. The Green Mile is a good example.
What?
Michael Duncan Clark's character from the Green Mile is a good example. Is an example. Gosh. Now you make so many movies you haven't seen. Okay, let me think. Okay, I'm trying to think of a good example.
I do know the Green Mile. Isn't that the role that made him have an Oscar?
It's Michael Clark.
He won an Oscar for that role, right?
I believe. I'm not sure actually.
Is it the one where he was falsely accused and then he was like, I didn't do it, so something like that.
Yeah. What about what dreams may come?
No, I've seen
Goody Junior's. Jesus Christ. Okay.
but I do get what you're saying though.
All right, cool. But anyway, it's kind of a big discussion right now about the whole thing. But anyway, Rafiki definitely would follow that trope. But he's definitely one of the best ones. Like, because he comes in, he helps the plot. Ironically, Rafiki's voice actor is actually black. But he's definitely one of the classic examples of that. But I think he just does it. Yeah, it's beyond the trope, in my opinion. Rafiki shows him his father in the water's reflection, and then he hears his father's voice. It's in a very Hamlet way. His father confronts him about his responsibility, and he literally faces the void. As Jordan Peterson says, in the void, he sees himself. And then when he looks deeper in the void, what does he see? His father. It's a Jungian philosophy thing. We get a iconic, the iconic The Past Hurts scene. For those who don't, you know what that scene is?
It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
It's in the past. But it still hurts.
Yes, the past can hurt, but you can either learn from it. Well, yes. You can either learn from it or grow from it, something like that.
Yes, no, that's exactly it. You can either learn, and then they swing the thing at him. It's one of the best scenes ever. Yeah. Simba decides to go back.
That's not in the live action. I was low-key disappointed that
is not in the live action.
Dude, I was so mad when I heard about that, dude. Anyway, we get the iconic past. Yeah, cool. Simba decides to go back home. And honestly, one of the best moments of film. Even as a kid, this moment was.
They show him running. You just see the pause and whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
music's
cool.
like dude.
In my head, I'm thinking, so you just left Nala, my man? You just left Timon and Pumbaa?
Left the whole squad. In fact, that's why this next scene comes in. The second act.
You know now that I think about it, I feel like Simba's a douche. Like, you slept with Nala, then you fight with Nala, then you leave? Like, yo. But anyway.
It's modern times, man. We all get the second act ends with the most kid-friendly way possible, as Rafiki tells Mala, Timon, and Pumbaa that Simba is going back. Nala uses exposition to explain what's happening. This is meant for the kids, but it's still relevant. Because it's, in case kids are confused. Cool. Oh. Now we break into the third act. As Nala, what's her name? Yeah, Nala, Timon, and rejoin Simba in the grand return. Timon and Pumbaa act as bait as Nala rallies the lionesses and Simba solid snakes it and Scar.
So basically, this is where Timon and Pumbaa find out, yo, the guy that we've been chilling with is a whole king.
Dog.
Make it. Yep. But like in the live action, they do be our guests, but they're about to start singing and then they scream. Well, the chorus.
Oh. I love that little hula hoop scene. Oh, that's a shame. I'm not going to put it in, yeah.
But you see, those are moments where the Lion King just goes crazy. Like, we're like, okay, we don't care about being mildly realistic in this cartoon. We're doing hula hoops. There's no way that a meerkat knows what a hula hoop is, but we're doing it. You know what I mean?
Because sometimes when you're writing a story, right, you got to hit the plot beat, right? But you got to do it in the most interesting way possible.
Yes.
How to keep things interesting.
It's kind of like, It's kind of like, you remember the Jungle Book when Baloo was trying to rescue Mowgli?
Yes.
And was trying to rescue Mowgli from, who's this guy? King Louie.
Yes.
And then he puts coconuts on his face and bananas and starts doing hula hooping and all that. Like, there's no way that Richard Coupling could have written that, but because it's Disney.
It's a whole scat jazz. Beat it, the whole scat jazz thing. Like, kids don't even know what that is nowadays. Like, they be like, why is he making weird noises? It's like, yeah, that's a type of jazz music. That's what they used to do because jazz was the original freestyle.
I want to be like you, hoo. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. So thank you.
You see, it's true. An ape like me.
What did you think of Christopher Walken's version? It was not bad, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Loved it.
Believe it or not, you know my favorite version to this day?
What?
Fall Out Boy. The Fall Out Boy version, the rock band. They've got their own version of it.
Really?
I love it.
The Jonas Brothers also have their own version of it.
You did YouTube that.
What? YouTube it. The Fall Out Boy is still the
Jonas Brothers. One. Like, they did it when they were still very young, though.
Ah, okay. You know who Fall Out Boy is, by the way?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Thanks to Timbaland, I know who they are.
Counts.